Hey, what's up, all you cool cats and kittens? This is Trey down here at the Gold Gray Mana Bar doing a deck on Kalia the Vast. Obviously, you should already know that if you're playing Kalia, that you will be public enemy #1, and you need to get your deck out and creatures as fast as possible. One of the main things to pay attention to is mana cost out here. Not very much, but because it has 3 different in its color, then you need to get it out as fast as possible. First thing to go for is the original dual lands, because these ones come in untapped and they count for either, well, both of what colors on it. This one happens to be plains and swamp. Plateau for more of that color fixing. Dragon Skull Summit. Urborg, that way you can count all of them as swamps. The faster you get out Kali out here swinging to drop them creatures, the better. Gotta love that old art. More ways to cheat in creatures, especially that bottom ability. You're definitely gonna be doing 7 or more damage. Tell you what. More mana fixing. Because is it truly degenerate unless it has infect in there? Good old shock. More lands, more ways to make Kalia come in there as fast as possible swinging. Yet another way, bring it in there swinging. I didn't realize how many lands actually are able to give your creatures haste. I had this one in here because I was tired of people stealing my creatures, and I'd rather not have a degenerate creature coming against me. More mana fixing. Reflecting Pool. Ooh, I had this one for a minute. Always comes in handy. Maze of Ith. That's a good one to put in just about every deck, as long as you make sure that you use it. I can't tell you the countless times that I had this sitting on the field untapped and still took damage to the face. Homeward Path. Yet another one. Trick up your sleeve for any of the blue players. Think that they could take all your creatures. Always good to have that first strike in there just in case they tried blocking it. Might be a little slow because it comes in tapped, but it's every color you're going to need in this deck. This is also an old interesting one that I found. Might take some damage, but in Commander you start off with plenty of it. Every color you're going to need. Good old Soul Ring, just about every Commander deck. Scroll Rack. When you're starting to get into them later games and you need to refill your hand with all of them creatures, keep it rolling. Lightning Greaves. Also an old favorite. Brings her out swinging and gives us some Shroud. Hedron Archive. I decided to go with this one against all the other mana rocks because, yeah, I might come in for 4 and only tap for 2, but then for the late game you can tap it for 2, draw 2 more cards, keep that hand filled. Quicksilver Amulet. I'm very surprised that I haven't seen this in most decks because you can instantly bring out any creature. It's great to drop them out and block. They never see it coming. Conqueror's Flail. Yeah, another way to slow down them blue players. Get all your nasty out there on the field. command at Clanturn. Can never stress enough the mana fixing on this to make sure you got all your colors. Swiftfoot boots, because just in case they take out them greaves, you always got to have a backup plan for a backup plan. Dragon Tempest, because for one, you're going to be dropping out some dragons, but the second ability you ain't going to use nearly as much as good as the first one is, because you want Kalia to come out swinging. Angelic Accord, you're going to be needed to gain some life, since you're going to have everybody at the table smacking you. This is a perfect way to do it. Get all that life for free while you're dropping out creatures for free. Phyrexian Arena, this is always a good one. Get extra cards into your hand, and one life ain't much to lose. Fever, another one. Just hasty, hasty, hasty. This one brings Reconnaissance. It's another old one that I found. It's just that way you swing in with your commander and they decide to block it, so you never lose Kalia, but you still drop in the big creatures. Debtor's Knoll. Mana cost might cost a little bit, but once they start doing a board wipe because of all them big crazy creatures you're dropping out there, you start pulling them back out. Good old land tax. Single combat, because why not just choose Kalia and sack all the other ones, because you're just going to be puking more of them out there. Austere Command, very versatile. Someone wants to run artifacts or enchantments, you can destroy a lot of those, and you can still be able to keep your Kalia if you want to and wipe out the rest. Demonic Tutor, just so that way you can get in there and find that perfect one you need at the right time. Damnation, because you always need at least 1 or 2 board wipes in each deck just to make sure. Yawgmoth Vile Offering. Got to bring them back up after they keep taking them back out. Vampiric Tutor, so you could go in there and find exactly which one you need. I found that the key to most EDH decks is a lot of tutors. Sudden Death, that split second, you just can't get away from that. Good luck getting around that. Murder, because I know you can be spilling a lot of blood with this already, which is also why we got that Jason Mass back there. Ambition's Cost, gotta be drawing them cards because Kalia don't like to draw too much. Living Death, this is a really good one. In case they board wipe and they get all your creatures into the graveyard, then you can pull yours back out. I'm almost guaranteeing that yours are going to be nastier. Obliterate, this one's great for just in case you don't think you have any hope left, or once you get out, make all your permanents indestructible. It's just a one-sided board wipe, and it's hilarious. Cruel Tutor, yet another tutor to find those pieces. Sudden Spoiling, yet another split-second card. And the important thing about this one is it targets the player instead of the creature to get around all that hexproof. The Wanderer, this one is actually coming handy more times than I thought. Another way to give all your creatures haste, just in case you do lose enough life, you can make sure you don't lose the game until you get your next creature out there and play. Master of Cruelties. Master of Cruelties and Kalia are the whole reason that I built this deck. I had somebody swing in with Kalia, drop a Master, and it KO'd me in one hit. So it's great doing it again to other people. Eradicator Valkyrie. This one's a new one I decided to put in here. Haven't got a chance to use it yet, but that lifelink definitely helps out. And obviously, if you can get them to sacrifice their creatures, that's always a plus. Balefire Dragon. This one's great. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each player. Dragon Mage. That way you can refill your hand after you smack somebody. Chroma Angel of Fury, because you can pump her up, and she got that protection, which is always a plus. Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. You had to get another tutor and a big, nasty, flying trample 8/8. Aurelia the War Leader. That way you can, after you get out those big creatures, you can continue to smack people over and over again. Avacyn Angel of Hope. Like I said, give everything you have indestructible, and it's great dropping this in just on a swing for free. Harvester of Souls, because you're going to need all of them cards that you can get. It's important not to just have big nasty creatures, but also have utilities on them too. Twilight Prophet, so that way you can gain a little bit of life and get some card advantage. Grand Abolisher. Yeah, no more blue decks. No thanks. Another big nasty, and a great way to remove creatures from the field and draw more cards while doing it. The Ilhar, however you say that, the Raise Boar. That way, in case they do take out Kaalia, you still have another way to bring in big creatures. Like I said, backup plan for backup plan. I'm Nixilus because everyone's going to be searching their library to try to deal with what you got, so you got to have another way around that. Karmic Guide, this is perfect for bringing in other creatures that they've put back to the graveyard. Yeah, it'll die again, but then you'll be able to pull it back out again with the other ones, and that one will take on, and it's just a kind of like an elf ball, but I guess it's more demons, dragons, and angel ball when you get this out there. Seer of Insanity, because what it uses those blue players if they don't have any cards in their hand. Lord of the Void, because this is just nastiness. Runescar Demon, this is perfect because you got yourself a good sized flying body and you're still searching in there to bring out the next degenerate thing. Bruna, gotta have this one in here because I got the other one too, so they meld together. Surprisingly able to pull this off more times than you think with Kalia. Ray the Dawnbringer, still pretty good flyer, but then obviously the ability is what you're really looking for. Keep them creatures up because they're going to keep knocking them back down. Just stay ahead of them. Reaper of the Abyss is another great one because they're obviously going to be blocking all your creatures that they can get, and you're going to be taking out more of them. Just keep giving it gas. Indulgent Tormentor, still another good way to draw some cards. They'll be taking some life, but you'll be taking a lot more life from them faster than they can gain it back. Gisela, the other half of the meld card. Might be a little dark, sorry about that. But here they are melded together. Akrama, Angel of Wrath. That protection is great. Same with that first strike. Just a really big, tough body on that one with a lot of abilities. That's another new one I decided to put in here, and it's all around great because it's a demon. Drop it in for free. Death Touch. Go ahead and block it, and then if they're not blocking it, then you're searching for more pieces to be thrown back out there. Another great one. Make them all come in with haste. Keep on swinging. And obviously slowing down your opponents while you're at it. This is another great way to gain some life because you got a hefty body with some life link. And it's going to give all your stuff indestructible, including in Kalia, the important part. Akrama, because you're going to have all these creatures with all these abilities on them. Why not give it to all of them? Resolute Angel, this one has saved me more times than I can count. Celebrate of the Golden Knight, because if you can be doing some damage, why not double it, right?
I broke this chair. Now it's this side.
I've been trying to fix it. That screw was bent in there. We need some more screws. Hellkite Tyrant, because everyone's going to be throwing out all of them artifacts. Might as well take them, right? Ultravan Hellkite, because you're always going to be swinging with a couple of dragons. And unfortunately, it does not trigger as soon as it enters in, because it enters in tapped and attacking already. But then you still got another one that they got to take care of, and while they're taking care of that, you're still going to have your Kalia out to be bringing in the other ones. And then I make sure I have at least an Eldrazi Titan in every deck so I can never get milled out. You almost never play it because it costs so much, but that bottom ability where it hits your graveyard and it shuffles back into your library, I just cannot get around that. And these have saved my tail so many times I can't tell you. Alrighty, thanks again. Join us, like, share, subscribe, and join us on next time.